in the audience today, we have one of the local radio station's DJs, Ethan Asher from My 104.3 is in the audience today. Everybody give him a hand. Thank him. Absolutely. It's a pleasure to have you here. And
Happy to be here.
I know you're booing because I'm not singing yet.
2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Negative. I have no count about that.
what happened to his
Yeah, I know, right? Positively ball. Positively ball. Shut up. Yeah.
All right, so I listen. Come here. Get in the ring. Come here.
I'm good.
Yeah, why not? Give him a
Ethan
round of
Asher showing a
applause.
surprising amount of gall by stepping into the ring.
You know,
Yeah, somebody as talented as Jacob Mercury.
I listened to 104.3 for about a day, and it was the worst thing I've ever listened to.
Boo.
You don't play any of my songs, and that is crap, because I am amazing. I am a karaoke god. I am the best singer in the Midwest.
If he was half as confident about his wrestling as he was about his
Why?
singing, he'd
Why
be the
don't
IWE
you
heavyweight
play my
champion by now.
songs?
That's still to be seen. It's very possible he
Jacob
might be one day.
Mercury, I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
That's disrespectful.
It's because you suck. And I don't play music that sucks.
Ethan's got to be
Wait
careful.
one
He's
second.
in the-
Oh, wait.
Oh, the gentleman right here. John Campbell coming in and laying out Jacob Mercury.
And wait 1 second. All of a
helping
sudden,
save Ethan
John
Asher.
Campbell. Of course, yesterday, John Campbell was on my 104.3. They seem to have developed something.
You
of a bond.
okay?
Yeah, Ethan Asher gave him an interview. Very riveting.
Yeah, absolutely. John Campbell always speaks from the heart.
Jacob Mercury, I want to tell you a story. I want to tell all these people a story right now. You see, it wasn't too long ago that you and a bunch of other idiots came out here during my IWE World title match and decided to put the boots to me. Decided to cost me the IWE World Heavyweight Championship. And it's no secret that ever since then, people have been saying, John, you don't seem like your normal self. You don't seem like the same guy. And the fact of the matter is, they're right. I'm not the same guy. If you knew what was going on up in this head right now, you'd call the police. You would call the police. It's not because I'm going to clothesline your head off into Brendan Bell's lap in the third row. It's not because I'm going to take your body and twist it up and break it in half with my bare hands. It's because I'm going to enjoy doing all of those things to you. And I'll tell you this too, Mr. Positive. I know you're out here watching his back. Ethan Asher, you think you can stay out here and watch my back and make sure that that piece of crap doesn't interfere?
Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you covered, John.
Well then, Jacob Mercury, it's time. I welcome you to the horror show.
John Campbell.
Showing a darker side.
Absolutely. This is a man who usually comes out, he caters to the crowd, a fan favorite, you know, a man who likes to have a little bit of fun in the ring. And lately,
Ladies and gentlemen, in the corner to my left,
he's been going on
he is
social
accompanied
media.
by the ring
There's a lot of
with
disturbing
the
images that he's
greatest
posted
rock
and
and roll
things like
manager
that.
in the
And,
history of, well,
these days,
the world, Mr.
still
Positive.
goes by the gentleman John Campbell, but all of a sudden, you're seeing this new
He
side.
weighs in at
Society
approximately
calls the
6
human
Grammy
horror
Awards and
show.
3 gold
And
records.
it's very apparent.
This is Jacob
I got to
Mercury.
It's one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
And in the corner to my right,
You just don't know
weighing in
what
at
he's gonna
240 pounds, from Harrison, Michigan, this is the gentleman, John Campbell.
And this matchup is underway, and Jacob Mercury go for big double knees.
You know, this is a huge opportunity for Jacob Mercury. Up until now, him and Uncle Hector have been going at it for quite a while. But right now, John Campbell is a former IWE heavyweight champion, the first ever. If you had to think of Jacob Mercury knocks him off in this match for some reason, he's in line for a title shot, or at least in the picture at the very least.
Absolutely, absolutely. Was he biting him?
This is the second time we've seen biting tonight. All of a sudden, John Campbell is starting to look a lot like my bruiser out there.
Oh, wow, what a vicious chop.
They heard that chop all across the nation.
The human horror show, Gentleman John
And this is
Campbell
exactly what I'm talking about,
just-
folks. If you've ever watched IW, you can see this is a very different John Campbell than we've seen in the past. And I'm not just talking about a little piece of demeanor. I'm talking absolutely every single piece of his personality, of how he talks, of how he moves, of the viciousness that he is.
Even new gear.
Absolutely. Every single aspect of this person has changed. He's no longer the same John Campbell.
Absolutely.
Let's hear ya! I can hear you not.
Oh, my.
Look at this, John Campbell. Very innovative move there, using the leverage of the knees to springboard Jacob Mercury up and then straight back down to the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Something we've never seen from
And
him.
this crowd is absolutely electric today. And look at this, Jacob Mercury.
Ducking,
Oh.
breaking the eyes. Huge
Nice
drop
drop
kick.
And all of a sudden, John Campbell's on the receiving end of some stomps. He is down on the ground and in some serious trouble.
Jacob Mercury finally getting the offense in. And finally singing.
All the way to a 4 count.
But he's got till a 5 count.
And look at this, John Campbell in some serious trouble here. Side Russian leg sweep,
Beautiful.
beautifully done and into the
And it-
cover.
one, two,
and Campbell manages to get a shoulder up.
Come on, Ralph. You got this, John.
And Jacob Mercury doing a very good job of weathering the storm that was John Campbell at first, and now really taking it to him.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for
Another
another cover
cover.
after the senton. 2.
I'm thinking Jacob Mercury knows exactly what this win will do for him. Frequent covers,
Absolutely,
really trying to get the
absolutely.
win here.
Hey, don't let me come over there.
And look at this.
We got some jaw jacking going back and forth between
Miss-
managers, Mr.
Yeah.
Positive and
Ethan Asher. Ethan Asher does not seem at all intimidated by Mr. Positive, who, by the way, came with a shaved head as opposed to his normal long hair. Asher doing an excellent job making sure the crowd motivates his
Oh, and the double stomp by Jacob
gladiator, John
Mercury.
Campbell. And the double stomp, and all of a sudden,
1, 2.
John Campbell might be in serious trouble.
That was 3. What is your problem? 1, 2, 3.
And look at this, Jacob Mercury distracting the referee by saying it was a 3 count when he knew it was only a 2 count, and using that time to choke John Campbell out.
Well,
with
he's using
scenes.
strategy.
It was a clever idea, just, I'm tired of seeing illegal things tonight.
Well, I mean, we might as well keep a theme going, I guess, right?
No, I disagree with you wholeheartedly. Enough violence. That's coming from me, a person who's loved wrestling my whole life. And look at this.
Oh, my.
A beautiful neck breaker. Really waits there, stalls on it.
1, 2. Another kick out by John Campbell, somehow staying in this.
When you stall on a neck breaker like that, it makes you get the absolute perfect angle to do the very most damage that you can really do to the neck. And he's showing his ring prowess right now. You're really focusing on that neck now.
One of those things, just starting on a part of the body and then continuing on it.
Absolutely.
Whether or not it was his game plan or not, but like how the match develops, the adaptation that Jacob
Yeah,
Mercury
all of a
has.
sudden you notice there's a weakness in your opponent and you take advantage of it. That's a veteran move. And look at this, John Campbell just very closely avoids getting counted out there. The ref was at a 2 count with his hands dropping. We thought John Campbell was going to be passed out for a minute there, narrowly avoiding that. And look at this, Mercury trying to fight his way back into it.
Oh!
And a beautiful
Lord!
enziguri.
Huge!
He just
enziguri.
kicked all of John Campbell's hair
1,
off.
2, and a kick out at 2 by the Human Horror Show.
And look at this, Jacob Mercury, I think the frustration is finally starting to get to him. He sees he can't put John Campbell away with any simple move. He really needs to bring his A game here for the former IWE heavyweight champion.
I believe I can fly.
And look at this, Jacob Mercury, I think, calling for the top rope.
From what I understand, he thinks about it from night and day.
Yeah, okay, apparently.
He
Was
likes
he
to
going to
spread
spread
his
his wings and fly away? And wait a minute.
No, he's not!
John Campbell puts the kibosh to that immediately. And look at this, John Campbell finally getting a little room to breathe. And wait 1 second, Jacob Mercury not out of this yet. And wait 1 second. Oh, he's got him in the corner. And
Hang on!
going for a Hurricane Rana. John Campbell not letting
Oh,
him
and sit down powerbomb!
John Campbell not allowing the Hurricane Rana to take place. And look at this, both men are down. Neither one of them showing any signs that they could be getting up soon. And once again, Ethan Asher trying to get John Campbell back into this.
Talk about an impressive matchup. I mean, Jacob Mercury legitimately going toe-to-toe with the former
absolutely.
IWE Heavyweight Championship.
He's really showing himself here as a very competent competitor.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, John Campbell starting to come back. Those lines.
It's nice to see when you take all the bells and whistles and tricks out of Jacob Mercury's game. He's got a little bit of something like. And wait a second,
And the new move, the Driller Killer.
And wait a second, John Campbell is not done here.
I'm going up.
And wait 1 second.
John Campbell calling to go to the top rope.
What is he planning on doing? Jacob Mercury a long ways away. I don't know exactly what John Campbell's thinking. Oh, and all of a sudden, John Campbell hung up on the top rope.
Yeah, Jacob Mercury stopping that real quick. We didn't want to see John Campbell fly.
And wait
There's
1
no telling
second,
kind of
what is
damage
he
could have
doing
happened
here?
from that.
John Campbell hung up on the top rope trying to figure out what to do here.
What
And
is
oh
going
no,
on?
both men up at the top rope. And John Campbell trying to fight back.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What do we have going on here?
Oh, John Campbell dumps him over the top, and all of a sudden, John Campbell, even though he's hung up on the top rope here, he seems to be the one in charge.
1, 2.
And a kick out at 2.
And it looked like Jacob Mercury was going for a super neck breaker off the top rope.
Yeah, perhaps. And John Campbell
Just hung on for dear life.
Hooked his legs and dumped him over the top.
Very impressive by the Human Horror Show.
That's it. It's over.
He's calling the end of this matchup. And the death of chivalry, ladies and gentlemen.
And here we go, Mr. Positive.
You ball. Hey, come on.
Wasn't Mr. Positive supposed to be Ethan Asher's business?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, here we go. All of a sudden, we see Mr. Positive getting involved. And wait a second, Ethan Asher.
Oh, with a huge right hand, taking out Mr. Positive.
Lays out Mr. Positive.
But from behind, Jacob Mercury.
Wait a second, using this. And oh no.
Dropping the knee pad, going in for the big double knees. Misses. Oh my! Into a psychosomatic shift.
And look at this, Mercury has no choice but to tap.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the gentleman, John Campbell.
What an impressive victory by John Campbell. The new viciousness behind him, taking out this victory, taking out Jacob Mercury. And what an impressive showing by Ethan Asher in his ring, in his corner.
Yeah, absolutely. We're really not used to seeing something like that.
I mean, he took out Mr. Positive like he was nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Ethan Asher showing absolutely no fear whatsoever. Stepped up and really did a good job.
I'm looking at this camera right now and just say, that's one.
And look at that, John Campbell.
Starting a count on how many victims he has now. all the people that have cost him the championship.
And let me tell you what, that is
Everyone
a long list of people.
There's a long list of people. There are a lot of people that caused harm, disdain. They've all led gentleman John Campbell to this viciousness, to be this angry, to be this monster of a man that he once was.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like we said, not the same